pass and review serves two functions for the superintendent. It dismisses the cadets, and at the same time provides an opportunity to inspect the state of discipline and training. The marches that will be played as the cadets pass and review are America Exultant, the official West Point March, American Soldier, Black Horse Troop, and the Army Goes Rolling Along. This is the first time that the 4th class will march to the official West Point March. The United States Military Academy Band is under the direction of Major Jim Keene, with the drum major, Sergeant Major Christopher D. Jones. The 1st Regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Remington Mallett from Harvard, Wisconsin. The Regimental Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Michael Arcangelo from Murraysville, Pennsylvania. The 1st Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Aaron Trophy from Kingwood, Texas. The Battalion Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major James Byrne from Poquoson, Virginia. Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Nate Webster from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Kirby Kastner from West Point, New York. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Frazier Hull from Montgomery, Alabama. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Paul Bryant from Washington, D.C. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain John Landsberg from Ashburn, Virginia. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Kyle Johnson from Blair, Nebraska. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Joseph Bramer from Hanover, Indiana. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet 1st Sergeant Callan Snyder from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The 2nd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Caleb Riley from Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Kyle Gordy from Newcastle, California. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Caitlin McCardle from Pinehurst, North Carolina. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Kevin Dolan from Muscatine, Iowa. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Thomas Dalton from Highland Falls, New York. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Dustin Yates from Fort Mill, South Carolina. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Patrick Harris from Cornwall, New York.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, it's about halfway through.
Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Benjamin Gibbs from Hickory, North Carolina. The first sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Joshua Matthews from Huntsville, Alabama. The second regiment is commanded by Cadet Captain Carson Homme from Kennewick, Washington. The regimental command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Brian Nelson from Battle Creek, Michigan. The 1st Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Samuel Roddy from Columbus, Ohio. The Battalion Command Sergeant Major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Ryan Johnson from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Company A is commanded by Cadet Captain Stuart Vaughn from Yorktown, Virginia. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Brant Swagaman from Marysville, California. Company B is commanded by Cadet Captain Andrew Parker from Bloomington, Illinois. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Nathaniel Winter Hartley from Cary, North Carolina. Company C is commanded by Cadet Captain Kurt Lane from Grayson, Louisiana. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Charles Phelps from Woodinville, Washington. Company D is commanded by Cadet Captain Thomas Richardson from Warrenton, Virginia. The 1st Sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Eric Goodrich from Rochester, New York. The 2nd Battalion is commanded by Cadet Captain Aaron Gruber from Norfolk, Virginia. The battalion command sergeant major is Cadet Command Sergeant Major Kelsey Miller from Thrall, Texas. Company E is commanded by Cadet Captain Christopher Michaels from Vancouver, Washington. The 1st sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Jeff Gully from Carrier Mills, Illinois. Company F is commanded by Cadet Captain Danny Harris from Water Valley, Mississippi. The 1st sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Michael Pitt from Staten Island, New York. Company G is commanded by Cadet Captain Adam Lynn from Boca Raton, Florida. The 1st sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Jose Ramirez from El Paso, Texas. Company H is commanded by Cadet Captain Ryan Orsini from Cranston, Rhode Island. The 1st sergeant is Cadet First Sergeant Pamela Baker from Rochester, Minnesota. Since the days of the American Revolution, flag bearers have been an important element in ceremonies. At the center of today's formation, and bearing the national color, is the United States Corps of Cadets Color Guard, led by Cadet Color Sergeant Jacob Dellinger from Cherryville, North Carolina.